order to impose quarantines, travel bans, and eventually martial law. The idea that health officials are conspiring with big pharmaceutical companies to conspicuously spread, then cure Ebola as a profit-making venture might sound like the plot to a summer thriller, but in fact, it touches on a genuine aspect of our healthcare system. The model certainly seems to fit the allegation that the Department of Defense created Ebola in a military lab to loose on the world as a Malthusian device to reduce the population. Outbreaks as a genre have long attracted conspiracy theorists, beginning in medieval times when the Jewish leaders of Toledo, Spain were blamed for having spread the Black Plague. More recently, the AIDS epidemic was also said to have been caused by a government plot. America is a place where people are so willing to remain willfully hypnotized by socially accepted delusions that they still think JFK was assassinated by a lone gunman and that the World Trade Center Building 7 collapsed in perfect symmetry due to a small office fire. We are all living in a nation dominated by delusional people who are sleepwalking through a fictional construct, which is precisely why they are so psychologically shocked when something happens that they never considered. The best way to stop a disease is through prevention, yet the government resisted halting flights from the affected countries to the United States, effectively allowing the contagion into many countries. The Center for Disease Control, the world's most prestigious pandemic control center, appeared unprepared and inept when Ebola was first discovered in the United States. Was this action taken to allow pharmaceutical companies time to watch the spread and prepare to release an antidote they had already developed and patented? The CDC's protocol is based on assumptions about Ebola that do not seem to be true for the recent strain. A nurse who treated the Ebola patient in Dallas, who died, was given the green light to fly commercially, even though she reported to the CDC that she had symptoms. She exposed 132 passengers on the flight, and these passengers have since been in contact with thousands of other people. Many conspiracy theorists contend that the Ebola outbreak was orchestrated to allow the government to send troops to Africa so they may enact efforts to control vital diamond and other industries existing there and currently under the control of African militants.